Welcome to David Susilo Unscripted. This is my review of Samsung OLED. In the beginning of times, Samsung really don't want to produce OLED, so Samsung produced QLED instead, which as we know has nothing to do with OLED whatsoever. Almost a decade later, Samsung is now producing OLED. After all, if you can't beat them, join them. And you know what? The picture quality is pretty good. I don't see any compromise being used in the production of this TV. It's quite impressive, really. Let's start with the back panel of this TV. It has USB in, RJ45 in, antenna in, 4 HDMI in, one input for low latency mode, and another with ER compatibility. Next, the remote control. It is good and bad at the same time. It is good that you don't have to keep buying batteries because it comes with solar-powered internal battery. But at the same time, the battery itself is not replaceable. So if the battery is already dead, like completely dead, you're stuck with it or you have to buy a new remote. And that can be costly. Or worse, if the remote is no longer available, then you cannot use your TV. Setting up the TV is extremely easy. Just follow the step-by-step instruction you can see on your TV screen. Just like all TVs available on the market, quite unfortunately, there are so many things that you have to check mark, agree, sign your life away, and give Samsung your firstborn. My recommendation for Samsung or any other brand is to give the option to the user whether they want to use it as a smart TV or use it as a monitor. And this is really needed for the higher-end TVs. Because in the higher-end applications, people use their own media player such as Apple TV 4K or NVIDIA Shield Pro. But I digress. And after you sign your life away, don't forget to update the firmware of the TV. You might as well to do that right now rather than later. Also, there is quite a plethora of apps available for your TV, including the usual suspects such as Netflix, Amazon Prime, YouTube, Disney+, Apple TV+, Tubi, Hulu, and so on and so forth. And now, let's start using the TV. So this is how the TV looks like when you just turn on the TV after you've done all the setups and everything. The color accuracy right out of the box is pretty commendable, provided that you're watching the TV in the dark. The delta E error is less than 3. And now, my recommended settings for the TV. For this, you need to go to Settings and then go to Picture Settings, change the picture mode to Movie, and from there go to Export Settings. And next, follow every single step that's being shown to you in this YouTube video. Most of the settings do come from factory. I simply optimizing the settings even further. And at the very bottom, you will see Apply Picture Settings and set it to All Sources. This is very important because you want every single input, including the streaming, to have the same optimization. And please make sure that the color tone or color temperature is set at warm too. And also make sure that the Color Booster Pro and Blue Light Reduction turn off. If you want, however, you can also do smart calibration and you use your phone camera as the sensor. Interestingly enough, using my iPhone 17 Pro Max yield a better or more accurate results than using a Samsung S25 phone. Also, very important, make sure when there's an option to choose quick calibration and thorough calibration, you choose the thorough calibration. However, as mentioned previously, if you're going to watch a TV in the dark, the TV calibration from the factory is pretty much bang on. And now let's go to energy saving solution. First thing you have to do, obviously, turn on the energy saving solution, turn on brightness optimization, set the minimum brightness to 5, and leave the rest turned off. So that's it. The unboxing is done. The settings are done. The TV itself is very good. And the picture quality compared to a Sony is about the same, but at a much lesser price. So what else do you want? You get reference quality without the reference quality pricing. And now that we have reached the end of my video, please share your thoughts in the comments down below. Click like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.